Hey guys, it's Tom from Velocity here, back in the showroom, and I'm standing here today with a 68 Fastback Mustang that we've just finished. I know I'm not meant to have favorites, but this is definitely a contender for one of my favorite cars that we've ever built. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to take a walk around it with you today as if you were standing here in the showroom with me. We will start by the most striking thing on this car, which is of course this paint color combination, and I will give bonus points, big shout out, big thumbs up, maybe even send you a free t-shirt if anybody can work out the film that inspired this build. This build actually is in a film, and obviously it's the Hertz Rent-A-Racer style that they did with Hertz, a partnership. But there was a film in particular that the bad guy drove a car, a Mustang Fastback, very similar to this, a coupe, very similar to this, very similar. So if you know the film, please do leave a comment below. Anyway, enough about films. Let's actually talk about the paint color. So we'll start with the main color. It's a gloss piano black, really nice. It's not metallic, so it is just a normal black. And if you know about paint on cars and trucks, it's really hard to get a good black done, but this is absolutely stunning. It's mirror reflective, perfect paint finish, really nice angles, really nice black, and it's contrasted, added to, accented by these gold medium metallic stripes. They are full hand painted racing stripes. They come all the way across the hood, up over the roof, and then down across the trunk, and they just set this car off. It looks absolutely amazing. Also have a lower stripe as well down the side here, again hand painted. That's not a decal, it is painted on these vehicles. And overall, and some other little details in gold, see the sail panel as well. Overall, it just looks absolutely stunning, this car. It really does. It's really striking. It's a perfect mixture between a little bit modern but also super classic, again with kind of some of that history we talked about earlier, but absolutely amazing. Take a look at the front then. You've got the normal chrome bumper that came on these Fastbacks and lots of chrome accents. Ford across the hood, the horse in there. You've got LED lights all around. All of Velocity's vehicles feature brand new LED lights, and this vehicle is no exception. There's actually some extra lights that are built into the scoops here as well in the hood. Those for your side markers for the driver, so you can see when stuff's on or off. So that's really cool. But lots of LED lights. Lower brake as well is really nice in this car. You can see, actually, if you come close, this stripe continues all the way down, even the areas that you don't see, right? So come close with the camera, come close. Hood stripe, but also even in between the bumper here, between the grille and the bumper, even there where I'm pointing, all of that is painted, hand painted, for the stripe to continue down all the way across. So absolutely gorgeous attention to detail. Man, I love this car so much. Let's talk down the side of it. And because it's our street series, so it's our upgraded version of the Mustang, the highest level that we do, it has Forged Line rims on it. So these are Forged Line rims. They're absolutely amazing. Our partners at Forged Line put them together. We always put them on our street series Mustangs, but on this one, the insert color here, this fill color, we took black instead of gray. Normally they're a gunmetal gray, but just to match the tone of this one, we went with black, and I just think it looks absolutely amazing. The black, the chrome, the gold, everything working together, all in an amazing crescendo of color. It just looks brilliant. Another thing that you get on our street series is going to be all of our billet stuff. So billet side mirrors, billet door handles. We'll keep walking down. You're going to notice this sail panel. I mentioned earlier that this detail is gold, but if you come closer again, you're going to get the first peak of carbon fiber. Yes, this vehicle has lots of carbon fiber detailing in it, real carbon fiber, and that first bit there in this sail panel behind insert is really nice. Go around the back of the car then. My favorite angle of the Mustang is the back end of the car. Just absolutely stunning, really iconic look. The stripes continue all the way down, same level of detail even as you get down below around the license plate and things like that. Everything comes together really nicely. You've got all those chrome accents, chrome trim, all of this trim, chrome rear bumper, LED lights of course, Velocity badge. You still fuel the car from the back here, but instead of it being Mustang, you've got a little Velocity Flying V, really nice option. And you do have a backup camera on this one as well. Dual exhaust. It's a full racing exhaust, custom exhaust by the guys at Baller for us. It sounds absolutely awesome. We'll turn the key in a minute and let you hear this car, but it looks absolutely amazing. It sounds amazing too. So we've talked through the exterior of the car, but really where the party starts is the interior. Take a look at that. Recaro seats, completely custom center console, custom stitch, finished in gold, billet steering wheel, loads of stuff. We'll start as always with the door cards. For the main material, we've just done a black leather just to match that black accent on the outside. These door cards are finished with this absolutely awesome plaid stitch, and that gold stitch color just brings everything really nicely together. This is our plaid stitch. It's an upgrade to our double diamond. You've got a speaker pod. Behind that speaker pod is a full focal speaker system. We'll come onto that in a second. Billet for your door release handle, really, really nice. And then taking a step in and sitting down, you're going to start to notice where this thing really comes alive from an interior perspective. Steering wheel is by the guys at Spark Industries, completely custom billet steering wheel, tilt adjustable, of course, leather wrapped, 3-spoke, absolutely looks amazing, feels amazing to hold, feels amazing to drive. We love this setup. You've got a horn in the middle and the Velocity Flying V is etched in there too. Behind that, the steering column has been completely finished in a gloss black to match the exterior paint color. That's really nice. And behind that again, you're going to get the full Dakota digital instrument cluster. All behind here is black carbon fiber all the way around. You do not see this normally on our Mustangs, but because this one we wanted to go a bit overboard, it has that too. The actual information that can come up in here, you've got 2 separate little screens. The screens can display remaining mileage and fuel and pressures and temperatures and all that normal stuff that the normal 5 cluster doesn't do. So extra options there too, and is actually completely programmable. There's a button down here somewhere so that you can change the screens and show what information is important to you, which is really, really cool. Lots of other billet stuff too. The switch gear in this vehicle is completely billet, all custom, wash, wipe, your lights, all of that good stuff. All right, let's get onto these Recaro seats. Super comfortable, super usable, but also we use them because they give you a little bit more headroom, and if you're taller, they give you a little bit more leg room. With the normal low back seats that you get in classic Mustangs, you sit a little bit higher, but with these Recaros, you sit much lower. You've got lots of travel. You can go further back if I wanted to. I'm about 5'10", so I'm not super tall, but loads of leg room for me, and I could get even more if I needed it. Really, really comfortable in big part thanks to these Recaro seats. I mentioned this plaid stitch pattern earlier. It's like an upgrade to our double diamond. Our double diamond is incredibly popular. The plaid is just a little bit more plush, so it brings in 4 stitches and double stitching and things like that. That's really nice. Again, finished in that gold accent. These seats are super comfortable. They've got adjustable lumbar support. They've got side bolsters when you go around corners fast, which you can do in a car like this. Really, really nice. Next thing I want to touch on is this center console. Completely custom, made in-house by our engineering team here. Really, really cool. Start with this armrest, functional armrest, but of course, because it's a Velocity, you've got wireless charging built in, and you probably can't see it on the camera, but little details, even the Velocity Flying V has been dropped into that wireless charger. What you sometimes see when people buy and fit wireless charging is just like that normal aftermarket wireless logo, but that wasn't good enough for us. The guys pulled out the felt and put new one in and etched the Velocity Flying V in there. That's really, really nice. Very comfortable as well. It's got slight cushioning wrapped in the black leather. Single drinks holder in this one. You know, it's either going to be you or you and your partner, but you got one drinks holder there for you guys when you take the car out. And then let's get on to the rest of the center console. I mentioned carbon fiber. Behind the instrument cluster, you've got even more here in the center console. So all the way around, dropped in here is a full single piece carbon fiber panel. It looks absolutely amazing. Brushed aluminum for your electric windows. This has full electric windows in this vehicle, but a billet gear sticks around, finished and made completely custom here too. Custom leather gear gaiter, again matched with the gold stitch. This is a 10-speed automatic, so it's a 10-speed automatic shifter. But you do have a sport mode in this one, so you can drop it through and jump through the gears if you want to manually. That's really nice. And then above that, you've got a vintage air AC system. So a brand new AC system, really cool, or hot if you're in a cooler climate, but they work very, very well. An enclosed cabin vehicle like this where you can regulate that temperature, just absolutely amazing. Truly, this car can be driven every day. Big thanks in terms down here in Florida. Big thanks to that AC system, which is nice. Doubled in infotainment system. It's a flush mounted Alpine system. It can run Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the backup camera pops up there as well when you need it, but basically like a modern infotainment system from a modern car or truck. And that is hooked up to a focal speaker system, which in the Mustangs, I have to say in particular, is just insane. Because it's a smaller enclosed cabin vehicle, we made even more extra effort to just get the speaker system in these cars perfect. The guys from Focal actually flew out here. They didn't just send us like their base kit and fit it like most people do. They just flew guys out here. They had microphones in this cabin. They hooked the whole thing up with like 25 different microphones or something crazy. They had sound engineers out here. They basically mapped the whole of this cabin out to make the sound system sound fantastic. You've got speakers in the door panels. You've got speakers in the kick panels. You got a sub underneath this seat. You got loads and loads of sound power. And I love listening to music when I drive. So I'm harking on about it a bit, but it's because it's really important. We'll come up a little bit then and just look at the rest of this dash. You'll see again, even more black carbon fiber dropped in behind there. That's really nice. And then that dash pad, the leather dash pad that we talked about before. This vehicle is an enclosed vehicle, and so it has a full carpet setup, rubber backed mats, completely custom, and then carpet underneath. Velocity Flying V, and yes, underneath this, in the floor panels underneath me, all the way around is Dynamatting. I think it's Dynamat that we use, but a noise, vibration, heat proofing matting all the way through these cabins to make them super quiet and comfortable. These cars can be driven every day very, very comfortably. I absolutely love it. One or two other things to cover on, because I always forget them almost because they're hidden away nicely. You have extra sub controls with that Focal sound system, so you can turn up the bass or drop it down if you want to. And there is an RGB control I'm going to quickly show you now, which is really nice because this cabin has lots of extra LED lighting. So if I put the vehicle into accessory mode, you're going to see quickly lights start to appear, and you're not getting the full effect right now because we're in the lit studio in the showroom, but take a closer look. Hopefully you can see the yellow behind the instrument cluster now. They don't come like that as standard. We programmed it to be yellow. Well, it's actually gold really to match all the extra trim. It's also in the doors, it's in the footwells, although it's not super obvious right now, but that kind of low gold glimmers even behind the AC, vintage air AC system, and even that has been programmed to show the temperature in gold to match everything. So these guys, they just don't miss. They remember every little detail. I love it. It looks fantastic. Let's get into now the driveline. Quickly, before we touch on the driveline and go through it, you probably want to know what it sounds like. So that's what we're going to do right now. Sounds very, very good. God, I love this car. Sounds good, looks good. Let's talk about how good it drives and why, because it really does drive very well, this car. So underneath the hood, you're going to see that that is not a normal Mustang engine. Well, actually, it is a normal Mustang engine out of a brand new Mustang. It's a third generation Coyote V8. What does that mean? It means it's got 460 horsepower, 5 litres, it goes fast as hell, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds or less. Honestly, we haven't race timed the Mustangs yet, we've only done it on the Broncos. The Broncos are 4.5 seconds, the Mustang's lighter, it's lower, so I'm certain it's faster. And driving these, especially with the way the guys tune them, they do a different tune for the Mustangs, they feel a ton faster. So definitely 4.5 seconds or less out of this, and that's stock. You do have options if you build a Mustang with us that you can do upgraded packages as well. So we can do Whipple supercharged and things like that. But honestly, 460 horsepower is plenty, plenty, plenty of power in a car like this. It's not just about the power though. It's also about the drivability and the reliability. These are brand new engines. They're not reused or recycled for anywhere else. They're brand new crate engines that we drop in our cars from Ford. And that just means that you've got complete peace of mind. You put the key in, turn it over, this thing will crank and start every single time. It will always get you from A to B. Absolutely no worries. Coupled to this is an automatic transmission. It's a 10-speed transmission for those geeks out there. It's the 10R80. It's what comes as standard with this third generation Coyote. It's a really smooth shifting gearbox. It's comfortable handling the power, gets through the gears quickly when you get on the acceleration. Just a really, really nice everyday driving gearbox. Really, really good. And again, that's something that comes in modern Ford products too. When you're ready to stop, you can do. This vehicle has Bayer disc brakes all round. So disc brake setup all round, 4 wheels. So lots and lots of stopping power for when you need to stop after you've been going fast. And of course, you can go very fast in this car. Final thing, and a big thing that we want to talk about always, is the suspension and the chassis setup. So these vehicles typically did not have a full chassis underneath them. Some builders just do subframe connectors. Here at Velocity, we don't cut corners. We do everything all the way. This vehicle, no exception. So it has a full Road to Shop spec chassis underneath it. We love the guys at Road to Shop. We love their products. We use them on everything that we do, and for good reason, because that chassis, their setup makes this car handle absolutely amazingly. My opinion, along with our F100s, it's our best handling car. The F100's a truck, but you get my point, and it should be, because it's low profile, low center of gravity, close to the ground. This car is built to drive. You get in this car, you turn it, you hear the noise, you get the whole theater of the thing, and you want to put your foot down and you want to go fast. When you're going fast, you want to know that you can go around corners and feel stable and feel comfortable. And that RS Spec chassis does that with this car. Excellent execution all round. I love this thing. The color is insane. Engine driveline package is insane. Interior is insane. I think it's the attention to detail though. Honestly, that is the biggest thing for me. The black carbon fiber behind the sail panels, all the little details on the paint, the stripes, the gold lights. I mean, I could just go on forever. It's an absolutely amazing car. If you haven't already guessed, I'll give away the answer to my previous question. This film is an American gangster. Josh Brolin's character, he's a kind of corrupt police officer, cop. He drives something like this. And I think he even actually gets blown up in the film. Maybe Denzel Washington's character organizes for it to be blown up. Anyway, it looks great in the film and it looks even better in person. Absolutely amazing spec on this Mustang. And guess what? It's available here in the showroom today, ready to drive away. That's right, you could own this car. You could just buy this and have it with you next week. It's available for sale right now. It comes with a 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, completely serviced by us, so no questions asked. If there were any problems, you just ring us up and we take care of it. There won't be any problems though, because we shake all these vehicles down before you take them away. So this one's got about 500 miles on it. The guys here put those test miles on road and on the dyno so that you can have complete peace of mind when you come and pick it up or when we drop it off with you. The vehicle also qualifies for financing. So we have a couple of different financing partners. You can talk to our sales team if you need more information on that. But basically, you don't have to buy this vehicle in cash. You can finance it. If you're looking on the website on the for sale page, you'll probably see some figures bouncing around to give you an idea of estimated payments, but completely applicable to our financing program, which is really, really nice. I think I've covered everything on this one. It's gorgeous. If you've got any more questions on it, please feel free to reach out. If you're watching on YouTube, you can leave a comment below. If you are on our website, all you need to do is pick up the phone or fill in a contact form. And if you're on our social media, just send us a DM or leave a comment and we will always get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. This video has been a pleasure. I love this car. I think in a minute, I'm just going to go and find an excuse to go and drive it.